accessible to gaming the O.C.G, and I'm here, hopefully live, playing Alone in the Dark. Here we go. Alright, we're live now. On. Alone in the Dark, the new kitty.
Alone in the Dark. Gloucester, Massachusetts, October 30th.
Thank you, Walter. I appreciate you.
2100 hours.
Bruno Bono presents
Condy, this is Fizz. I hope you had a safe trip. Now, I can already hear you ranting, but I've taken on a new case. I know, I promised I'd quit, but I was contacted by a man named Johnson to go to Shadow Island and investigate Obed Morton and the A.I.T.H writing tablets. Does that ring any bells? Now you understand why I couldn't say no and had to leave right away. I'm going tomorrow. I left some notes on the office desk. See you soon, Condy. Oh, I nearly forgot. If you want to contact Johnson, is it 555-1495?
Boston Police Department. Name, Fisk. First name, Charles. Date of birth, February 17th, 1944. Presumed date of death, October 24th, 2001. Somewhere in the United States, October 31st, 2001, 1800 hours, 43 minutes.
So? They'll be on Shadow Island in about an hour.
Carnby's a loose cannon, but we had no real choice. And the professor?
Professor Aline Sedrak is convinced that Obed Morton is her... We had no trouble persuading her.
I must have those tablets in their translation. Is that clear, Johnson?
Perfectly, sir.
Daddy? Oh, Daddy!
Miss Sedrak? Aline? Wake up.
What? Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Here. You'll probably need this. Do you have your radio?
Yes, I have it.
Aline, when we get to the island, for your safety, you'd better stay close to me.
My safety?
How's it going?
Is there any danger? I was hired to authenticate the translation of the A.I.T.H stones. I will be working with Professor Morton.
My best friend died because of those tablets. He was killed on Shadow Island. And I swear I'm gonna find whoever did it.
I'm very sorry. Listen, I know Professor Morton's reputation. He's a scientist, a great researcher.
Well, to me, he's just another suspect. We're getting close. Shadow Island.
What was that?
The controls are dead. Put that on. We have to jump. Go!
Like, bye. Hope you know how to use a parachute. Always be like a fucking Looney Tune. Still think it's hilarious how it's like characteristic owning a double barrel gun. Characteristic father unknown. Oh, like I can't get over that her characteristic is daddy issues. What the fuck?
In the dark.
Carnby, answer me, please.
Aline, are you okay?
How could I be okay? What was that thing? What the heck's going on here?
At the moment, I've got no idea.
Like, I just dropped in here, bitch.
Right now.
Look, don't panic. I'll think of something. Where exactly are you?
On the roof of some kind of manor. I nearly got myself killed. I'm really scared. Please do something.
I landed in some woods about 100 yards from the manor. Can you see me?
See you? How could I? Help me, for Christ's sake. Turn on your flashlight. Okay, I can see you now.
Okay, I see you too. Here's what we'll do. Try and get inside the manor, and then find a place to hide. I'll come looking for you.
How long will that take?
I don't know. As little time as I can.
What?
Aline, I'll come for you, and that's a promise.
Hurry.
Oh my God. No, don't move. Don't move.
Leave me be. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Who did this to you?
This island is a hellhole. Not men. Filthy beasts. Flee! Get out of here any way you can.
How did you get here?
The boat. Last shipment, he shot everyone.
Look, just try to stay calm. You've got a gun. I'm leading you some bullets. I'll go and find help.
Help. But you'll die like everyone else.
Yeah, I decided I'm gonna make a video about it. Plus, I made some mistakes and had to go back to get some shit. So I decided to say fucking start over. Like I said, I got to a part where I had almost no ammo and supplies during a boss fight and kind of got fucked. And also, I wanted to make a video about this game. So I'm recording footage. I think this is a great game that more people need to play, so I'm trying to start a series on my channel about underrated games that need more love and attention, because I almost never hear anyone mention this game. I've been planning to do it for a while. I really, I have a lot of weird tastes in gaming, and so I play a lot of games that aren't, like, super well-known or popular, and I was like, man, I wish more people would play this game. So I'm like, you know. Plus, I try to avoid just doing solely negative content, so if I do this, it's a positive content, you know, like, hey, you should check out this game. Yeah, it does, yeah. Of course, I didn't, you know, when I was first playing it, I didn't really know that. I haven't really figured out what causes them to respawn either. It's really inconsistent from what I've seen. Oh, also, I checked out that Alone in the Dark, this version of this game for PS2, and apparently they only released it in PAL regions. They never released the PS2 version anywhere else. And apparently, the PS2 version has one extra feature that even the PC version doesn't. All of the cutscenes, their lips, are lip-synced to actually match what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in every other version of the game, PC, PS1, Dreamcast, their lips don't match what they're saying. Which, I mean, to be fair, most games didn't have lip-syncing, but... It's actually surprisingly affordable, though. Yeah, even to find a legit physical copy, it's like $30 or $40. Which, I know that sounds like insane, but I'm saying compared to some of the other games that are collectibles, that are older, that's nothing. You know what I mean? And I was finding, like, complete inbox copies for that price, so... Yeah, you should. Now is perfect time, dude. Yeah. And you know eventually they're gonna go up. So buy a bunch of PS3 games now, and then watch the prices skyrocket.
Carnby, come in.
What's going on?
Things, terrifying things. Shadow, living shadow.
Also, I just want to point out how, like, the entire time in the beginning of this game, Eileen is like, help me, Edward! Help me, come get me! And then you immediately come get her, and she's like, now we gotta go our separate ways.
Aline?
It's awful. Come and get me, Maggie, come quick.
Aline! Aline! Shit.
But no, I looked into it because, you know, I have a PS2. I still have my original PS2. Yeah. Until she does. Yeah, like this monster here. Yeah, there's no reason to fight this monster. It literally will be stuck on the other side of the gate. Honestly, most of the monsters outside the manor, you can just run past. Especially, you don't go back out of the manor for a while. So... pretty much the only one you have to fight is the gators. Because they will, like, from what I've seen, you cannot escape them. They will endlessly drag your ass back into the center if you try to escape, so... But yeah, I looked it up because I still have my fat PS2, and if I could find it for a reasonable price, I'm like, you know, I would like to own the best version of this game because I actually like this game. And, you know, the PS2 and Dreamcast versions made substantial improvements. Graphically, anyway. Unfortunately, though, fucking PS2s are region locked, so even if I had the money, it'd probably be a no-go. Yeah, the AMC freeboot, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not sure how I would do that. Yeah. I definitely have to look into that. Then again, at the same time, I could also just, oh, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, because that was, like, that was a hardware quirk that's not really needed, you know, with modern systems. Or emulation, so... because, yeah, that's one of the worst things about PS1 is the texture warping. Although, thankfully, games like this that use largely pre-rendered backgrounds are pretty much spared from it because it doesn't work the same way, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They were able to do worlds that were far, far, far more detailed. Of course, the drawback was, you know, fixed camera angles were a necessity, and also that the art that you made stays to the resolution you rendered it. And for a long time, it seemed like that would be the fatal weakness of pre-rendered games, is the whatever resolution you made the art for would stay that way forever. So, you know, like where you could upscale polygons and they would look much cleaner. Can't really do the pre-rendered art. And then we figured out AI upscaling. And, you know, I know a lot of people get, like, they hear AI and they hear all that blah, 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 and they get upset. But, like, AI upscaling, if it is used correctly on these types of games, is fucking incredible. Like, you know, they put Final Fantasy VII, the original, 8 and 9, through the AI upscaler. I think it's called Maguri. Looks fucking insane. Chrono Cross Remaster uses AI upscaling. Looks fantastic. If done correctly, I mean, it basically completely makes them look modern without losing the detail. It's great.
Carnby, answer me.
Aline, I thought you were dead.
I did too. I'm not cut out for this kind of place. I want this to stop right now.
I understand.
You understand? You understand? You don't understand anything. I don't know what you, Johnson, or Professor Morton want of me, but I'm asking for this nightmare to stop right now.
Aline, get a grip on yourself. Where are you?
In some room. But I can't get to you. One of the doors is locked, and I can crack the other one, but there's some heavy object blocking it. When I think it's Obed Morton who locked me in here, and I wanted to help him.
Don't move. I'll come free you.
That's the best you can do?
Yes, that's the best I can do.
Well, okay then. Hurry up.
Right?
Aline, any more news?
I'm here waiting for you. What are you doing?
I can't find the room in which you say you're locked up.
It can't be that tough. I'm upstairs. There's a staircase in the lobby.
Okay, I'll head over there. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, how, like, kind of bitch she is to Edward Carnby does kind of get on my nerves, honestly. Because, like, he is not any more, familiar with the situation than you. He didn't know what was going on. He's fucking trying. And, you know, it's probably just a bad idea to, piss off the one person who's trying to help you. Like, you have one person in your corner. You don't want to upset them. I mean, I get what they were trying to do. See, I didn't even know you could push the statue. Because I just, like, you can see it from the other angle when you go across the room. Like, the HM from here. And I just saw it from there. But, I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really matter. I wish there was a quick way to get through these fucking things, though. Like, I understand. What I mean is, I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to show that Aline is different than Edward, that she is new to this shit, she's not combat ready, you know, where he's the detective. So they were trying to show, like, oh my god, you know, well, you know, what is he gonna do? But, like, it just winds up being fucking annoying. Plus, the voice actor for Edward is really good. I think his name is David Gans. And as I mentioned before, he did the voice actors for a lot of anime, a lot of games, including Lucas Kane in Indigo Prophecy. And so he's a really trained voice actor. She is not. So there's not only do I not appreciate, like, what they went for, I don't think they executed it well, but also her voice acting is not on par with his.
Hey, I can hear you. Can you see what's blocking the door?
I think it's just a chest of drawers.
Well, then push it aside.
Oh shit. What? What an asshole. I'm definitely making sure to follow a walkthrough so I don't fuck myself again.
I want you to tell me what's going on.
I don't know yet, but I do love your new outfit. Makes you look less, you know...
Yes, I know.
Here, I got your stuff.
Thanks. What about my jacket?
Whoever locked you up in here probably thought it matched his hair. Listen, I should never have agreed to let you come along.
I have my own reasons for being here. Were you able to talk with Obed Morton?
No, were you?
I'm not so sure. I have this feeling that there's more than one Obed Morton.
It's way too dangerous. We have to find a safe place for you where you can hide and wait for me.
Listen, Carnby. You know as well as I do that the safest place is at least 2 hours away by plane. I haven't done too bad up till now, and I sure don't intend to spend whatever time I have left doing nothing. I want to know. Just before, I heard this voice above us. There's a trap door. If you help me, I can reach it.
Why not stick together?
Plus, he just speaks sense.
Remember what you told me in the plane. Come on, give me a hand.
What if I were to say no?
You're not the type to say no.
Hey, we should stick together. No! Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my god. Not really much anything down here, but fuck it. Might as well get it on my map for later. Like I said, the AI upscaling that they do for fucking, games like these is amazing if it's done right. I would love to see more pre-rendered games get that treatment, because that's the main problem with games that use pre-rendered art like this, is that they look terrible on modern displays because they weren't made for this aspect ratio. The art was drawn at a fixed resolution. But with AI upscaling that's properly done, yeah, some of these games are definitely, but with AI upscaling, they can completely mitigate that. And the results are honestly, in some situations, they're just fucking incredible. I would really love to see the classic Resident Evil games, for example, have a professional AI upscaling job, like port them. Because the classic versions are still good, they're still worth playing, and I would love to see them, in high res without changing the gameplay. And if they made them cheaply available, like $10 a pop, they would sell incredibly well. I have no doubt. Yeah, exactly. And all the people who bitch about the Resident Evil 3 remake, it would no longer be a concern. Because it's just like, okay, here's the original version with upscaled graphics. Boom. You know, they can add trophies with an official re-release, so they would look prettier and they would have trophies. Edenshaw.
I know who you are and what you have come looking for. I was expecting you.
Just stay where you are. Don't move an inch. Who are you?
The Guardian!
Call me Edenshaw. I am the guardian of this island.
The Guardian? Guardian of what? And what are all these monsters? What the heck's going on here?
Professor Morton has definitely crossed the threshold.
Look, can't you spell it out? What is this mess?
My weakness is to blame. I let children play with powers way beyond their grasp. But the legends were not wrong. You have come to us. My only hope is that it is not too late.
This
right?
is all Greek to me.
It will become clear soon enough. Go to the library. The books withhold many a secret. Also, take this charm. It will prevent you from falling into...
Hey, Ben. How's it going?
Others. Go, fulfill your destiny. Save us.
Wait. I didn't come here to fool around. I came to investigate Fisk's death.
I do not know who you are talking about.
Charles Fisk.
I love that. It's like he has information on everything except the one thing Edward wants to know.
6'1", graying hair.
I still do not know who that is. You see, nobody's come to Shadow Island for months now.
Okay, that's about enough of this.
Well, there are worse situations to be in. My cat often sleeps on me. That's great, man. I'm glad to hear that. Good to see you're doing well, man. Oh, God. Yeah, the scalping. Scalping has already fucking begun. Sadly. Yeah, I have a 3DS. Well, it's a new 2DS, but it's basically the same thing. It's not the shit 2DS. It's like a 2DS that's literally just you know, the new 2DS is literally like a 3DS except without 3D. And since the 3D was fucked with my eyes, I don't care. Also, now it makes me wonder. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, I have it packaged here just to keep it away from dust and stuff. But it's a 2DS, and it actually, I might as well. Actually, has some things that I think make it the best version of the 3DS. Like, if you want to change the SD card You can, instead of like on the regular 3DS, you have to open up the fucking back with the screwdriver, and it's so annoying. This just literally has a slot, right here, where you pull it, and you can the game cartridge and the SD card goes in. It comes with a charger cord, which none of the other 3DS did, which is fucking insane to me that they would release a system where you have to buy a charger cord separately. On top of which, it also protects you from accidentally unplugging your games. It has a design that's more like the classic DS, the clamshell. And then it has all the other features. It has all the other hardware. The only thing that it lacks is 3D, which I never played the 3DS with the 3D. So, and I got this brand new 2 years ago, maybe, for $100, $150, and it came with Mario Kart 7, and I've kept it in pretty good condition. And for me, I swap out SD cards often, so having to not open the fucking system up with a screwdriver every time is a great thing. You were just mentioning it, and it was literally, like, right there, so... Yeah, exactly. I can't really fuck with the 3D. So it didn't really matter to me, that doesn't have 3D. Also, almost none of the games ever used it in a meaningful way anyway. The man is in bed! No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I do not blame you at all. They are annoying. And, like, you're firing a triple barrel shotgun at them and it takes 3 shots. So you're telling me it takes 9 shots to kill one of them. Okay, even the Resident Evil zombies in classic Resident Evil games usually only take like 2 shots to the chest and 1 to the dome. In fact, that was like the great thing about the shotgun. Yeah, exactly, 9 rounds. And that's a clip. It takes a full clip to kill one of them. Thankfully, when they give you ammo, they give you a lot of ammo in bulk in this game. Like, I have 129 shotgun shells. That seems like a lot, but it's not. When he takes 9... But I noticed, like, compare that to, yeah, you go, girl. Yeah, I love you. Oh, yeah. She touched me with her paw. She does that sometimes. It's cute. Come on, hop up here. When have I ever said no to you? I love that, too. Sometimes I'll go to eat something in my chair, and my cat will literally climb up on the chair and go like this and try to touch what I'm eating. Like, oh, why don't you let me see what you got there? Which is weird because she literally just wants to fucking smell it. My cat almost doesn't eat human food. Like, I've tried to give her human food, and she almost never eats any of it. Like, ever. But for some reason, I've tried to give her, like, ham, and she smelled it, wanted to smell it, and then she ignored it. Yeah, right? I tried to give her, like, ham, bologna, meat, and she's like, she loves crackers. I can take a cracker from a pack of crackers and put it on the floor. She will eat the whole fucking cracker. She's weird. So it's like you won't go for meat, but you will go for the saltine cracker.
Where are you?
In the attic.
I went through there. I saw that there's some sort of trap door on the floor. You'll see it. When you walk on it, it has a hollow sound. I met Edenshaw, the old Indian. He told me he was the last witch doctor. He said
he needs some milk.
he can do something that will stop all this madness. Do you think we can trust him?
I met him too. He seemed to know a lot more than he said. But I don't think we have much of a choice anyhow.
He needs 7 statues to carry out some sort of ritual.
Well, why doesn't he go looking for them?
Can't we listen?
I love that so much, man. Like, Edward in this game just says the things that I'm thinking. Like, why don't we stick together? Or, oh, he's looking for statues. Why can't he find them then?
Sure. What do these statues look like?
I don't really know. They depict some kind of animals, I think.
Oh, well, that narrows it down.
Carnby, I'm sure it's really important.
I know. We'll find his statues for him. But after that, we're going...
Oh, that's good, man, that you can split audio. My mom's cat, we have 2 cats in the house. We used to have 3, but sadly one passed away a few years ago. But we have Echo, my cat, and then my mom has a cat called Nil. She's a tortoise cat. They're brown and spotty. They're not like a tabby cat, though. It's hard to explain, but torties are way rarer. We adopted Nil because we found her and her sister nearly dead. They had been abandoned by their mom in a house, cuddling for warmth. So we took them in, and it was Nil and Little Bit sadly passed away, but Nil's still doing great, and she got like cancer and died, unfortunately. We were with her until the end. But Nil, she does like meat. Anytime I go into the kitchen and I try to get sandwiches, she's like, meow, and we'll sit there until I give her a little bit of the bologna rind from the sandwich and drop it in the fucking floor for her. Yeah, exactly. No, we stayed with him to the end. We did not abandon Bit. I was there when she died. We all were. Like, we were with her from the time she was born. She was only a couple weeks old, pretty much. Like, I mean, she was so tiny till she died, unfortunately, you know. And, I mean, we loved her. We took care of her, but, you know, she got cancer. What are you going to do? You know, she was spayed, neutered. I'm sorry, she was spayed. It's neutered for guys, spayed for girls. She was spayed. You know, we didn't declaw her. We never declaw our cats. We do not believe in declawing the cats. If we have to, we trim them. You know what I mean, ourselves? Because if you look into it, what they do with the declawing is actually inhumane. They basically take off the ends of their fingers. Okay? It's fucked up. And not only that, but then there are people who like have their cats declawed. No, like seriously, it's like you know, I didn't know this until I had talked to my mom about it, but the only time we've ever had a declawed cat was my mother's original cat growing up that I had, because he was a rescue and he was declawed when we got him. He was a tuxedo cat called Babies, and so he was declawed. But none of the cats we have gotten have been declawed. If If Echo is getting her claws too sharp, I'll sit there with the fingernail clippers and just clip the ends of them. She'll bitch about it, but but it's worse because there are people who will declaw the cats and then put them out on the street. Like, great, you just put them out there to die because they now no longer have, weapons to fight with, asshole. But yeah, so it is just inhumane. It is inhumane. I have seen, sadly, a shocking amount of cruelty to cats. It hurts me. You have no idea the stories I could tell you of the cat abuse that I witnessed. Which I want to clarify, it's not me or my family I'm talking about, okay? Because if somebody in my family was abusing a cat, I would beat the shit out of them. I'm talking about, like, I've seen in my neighborhood cats get abused and shit, and it made me sick to my stomach. There was this one cat. Okay, so we would have a bunch of stray cats in our neighborhood, okay? And we would try to feed them. We would literally get an extra bag of cat food each month, and we would, if cats would come to our porch, we would feed them. We couldn't take them in because we were at the max for animals. Our apartment wouldn't let us have any more animals, but we would still feed them when we could. And I would go out there and pet them when I sat outside on the porch. Just because I love cats, and I hate to see them suffer, so we tried to do everything we could for them. So one day, I was coming home. I must have been 16, 17, I believe. And this is many years ago, by the way. And there was this little tiny black cat. He was still a kitten. And there were these two little girls. And, yeah, exactly. They trust you. There were these two little girls. And probably one of the most disturbing things I have ever seen in my life. This one little girl took the cat. She grabbed it, spun it through the air by the arms, like Bring Around the Rosie, and then slammed the cat into a brick wall. And she was laughing the entire time. And this kid was like 7, 8 years old, and like this cat cried because it's a little kid and she slammed it into a brick wall. Because our apartments were brick. Dude, I fucking lost it. I ran up on this little girl. I mean, I was screaming at her. I said, "Don't you fucking dare." Ran across the parking lot because, this was like an apartment. It was like a driveway. There was like multiple buildings all next to each other. I'm on one end coming home and she's there, So I ran after her and I was screaming at her. I said, "Don't you fucking dare." And I said, "If you ever touch a cat like that again, I will beat your ass." Those were my exact words. And she was like, "Well, you can't do that. You're an adult." Because I'm like 16 or 17. And she's like 7 or 8, 8, 9, somewhere around there, like clearly a kid. And I said, "I don't care." I said, "If you can sit there and beat on a defenseless animal, I can beat on you." And she's like, "I'm going to go tell my mom." And I said, "Yeah, go. Go tell your mom what you did. Tell her why I got on you." Okay? I said, as soon as you tell your mom why I got on you, I'm pretty sure she's going to agree with me. And she fucking huffed off and ran away. And, the entire time I lived there, a couple years, I never saw her do anything like that again. I honestly put the fear of God in that little fucking girl. And, like, to this day, it will haunt me. You know what I mean? It will haunt me. Seeing her laughing. That was the craziest part, because it wasn't like she didn't know what she was doing. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you see a little kid and they'll be too rough with a cat and they don't know any better. You know what I mean? She knew what she was doing, and when the cat was in pain, she thought it was funny. That was the thing. It was seriously psychotic. It was like a serial killer origin story. The most discipline I have ever given to a cat is sometimes if my cat won't listen or she's trying to attack another cat, I will say no and tap her like this on the head. Or if she, or go like this and say no and tap her on the butt. Okay? That is the most discipline I've ever given my cat. And that was only when she wouldn't listen, and she was like trying to start fights with other cats, because I love Echo, but when Neil and Bit were around her, she would start fights with them and hurt them. She does not get along well with other cats, sadly. So, I would just like discourage her, yeah, they do. But, so I'm saying like, yeah, exactly, I agree, that's fucking weird. But, that's the most I've ever done, is give her a little no tap. You know what I'm saying? And it was like this. You know what I'm saying? Just to say that's not okay. It's not actually fucking beating the cat. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Of course, yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. I grew up around cats. As a kid, I grew up around a black tuxedo cat, and then as an adult, I got Echo, and I've loved her ever since. I don't know what I'd do without this cat. I love her more than life itself. I honestly, I would die for this cat. If somebody tried to get to this cat, they would have to go through me to get to this cat. I don't fuck around. So, like, I love this cat more than I love most human beings on this planet. So the thought that somebody could look into a cat's eyes that loves them and hurt them is just so repugnant to me, And sorry, I'm not trying to go on a rant or whatever. You were talking about cats and how cats are being mistreated, and it was just a story that I very strongly remember. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what other time is it going to pop up in a conversation? You know what I mean? All I can hope is that I put the fear of God in that little fucker, and that she learned her lesson and stopped. Okay, because, she's 7 or 8, maybe she could learn and not be a terrible person. But yeah, there's a very good possibility that she's a fucking serial killer right now. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's another thing that I'm proud of. I am far from perfect. But I can honestly raise my hand to God and say that when I saw somebody who needed help, I helped them. When I saw a cat getting abused, I didn't just sit there and watch. I ran up on her and did something. When I saw other people getting attacked, I didn't just sit there and watch. I ran up and helped them. Even putting myself in danger. Like I said, so that's one of the good things I can say about myself, is that when there was a crisis situation, I didn't just sit by and watch. So many people act all tough. Like, oh, I kick his ass. And then something real happens and, and they freeze up, they choke. And I have an anxiety disorder. I'm afraid all the time, and I could still fucking do something about it. One of the things that I've seen, and this is honestly very good advice, mind you, that I think is living by, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather doing something in spite of fear. People think that in order to be courageous, you have to feel no fear. And that's not true. Oh, wow. Here, hold on, let me grab my phone so I can... 1 second, Ben. I will... YouTube cut off half the fucking text. I want to see what you're saying. Sorry. I really... people have been petitioning YouTube to lengthen the amount of text that are on the fucking screen for years. But God forbid YouTube ever actually do something good that people ask them for. But God forbid YouTube ever... God, that is super fucked up, man. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, dude. That is fucking weird. Uh Plus, I was bullied a lot as a kid. I've mentioned this a little bit in the group, in the Discord server, but I was bullied a lot as a kid because I'm autistic, and that's not like that's not, by the way, like hyperbole. That's not like, I'm autistic, I'm on the spectrum. I am literally autistic. I have Asperger's, but most people don't understand what Asperger's is, so I just say autistic. Uh, so as a kid, I was really fucking awkward. Uh, and so, I was a tiny kid. I was super short. I'm like 5'7" now, so I'm about average height. But as a kid, I was really short. I was pale. I was nerdy. I was like a bully's fucking wet dream. Uh, and I just repeatedly got the shit beat out of me by bullies. And I didn't even attend public school, mind you. I was homeschooled. But anytime I would try to go outside and play like a kid would do, I would get my ass handed to me. And anytime that happened, I would always wish that there had been anybody who would care enough to fucking say something. So I try to be that person. I cannot stand fucking bullies. I cannot stand bullies, man. Scum of the fucking earth. Yeah, I agree. I'm not good in like huge social situations with a lot of people. I try to avoid large crowds. But I'm saying, like, I've made a lot of progress, you know what I mean? Like, I've come really forward in my life, where I used to just be so awkward, and unless I knew you, I was just, like, clamming up. So I've come a long way since then. I can function. Like, people don't seem to think that, like, autistic people can learn. They're like, what, you can actually have a conversation? I'm like, yeah, man, okay? We can learn social cues, bro. It just works differently for us. But, like, yeah, autistic people usually get better as they get older, dude, because they learn.
Going home.
And where is your home?
I don't know yet.
We'll get to that later. Over.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy, man. How fucking weird people are, about it. And, everybody's now is like, well, you can't say anything about them. They're all on the spectrum. And I'm like, wow, yeah, where were you when I was a fucking kid? And people used to beat my fucking ass for being a kid on the spectrum. Oh, God. Sorry. Hold on, let me see what you're fully saying. I want to make sure I'm getting all the context. I try to... yeah, why don't you talk often? Oh my God, seriously. And some people you can't win with, dude. You cannot fucking win. I had this one bitch. I've had people tell me, why don't you talk so more often? Because I know, like when you watch me in my streams, it seems like I talk all the time. But if I don't know the person, if I'm not comfortable with the person, I don't say anything, okay? When I'm out in public, when I'm around strangers, I'm a quiet person, okay? It's when I get to know people that I open up and I talk to them. So, I've had people be like, well, you never talk. And then, once I start talking to them, it's like, you never shut up. And I'm like, yeah, I can't fucking win with you. Yeah, pretty much. There you go, man. You get it. That's great. No, that's great, man. I mean, I have no doubts. He's always been a super great guy. Yeah, I definitely try to answer everyone that I can. You know, if a stream gets, like, insanely crazy and I can't, then I feel bad. But I literally try to answer everyone who talks to me, you know what I mean? So... Okay. Just making sure I don't fuck myself into progress. So I'm periodically checking the walkthrough. Yeah. Well, usually if they're really big streamers, they will either have a delay on the chat, so there's like a great delay between stuff coming up, or they will have it so it's only like their exclusive members, which kind of weeds out, you know, everybody chatting to them. It's only the people that care about their channel, I guess. Yeah, they know they don't, yeah. Oh my god, get off me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill these fuckers. Because there's not really any room to move around them. Sorry, I'm just trying to... here we go. Yeah, here we go. This is a major room. Making good progress. And good time, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. You can only do so much, man, you know? As badly as you want to chat to everybody, if your stream is doing exceptionally well, sometimes you just can't. It's the sad nature of it. I try, you know? That's all you can do, man. Just try. Yeah, I agree. The soundtrack for this game is a highlight. And there's tons of unique tracks that will only play in specific rooms. Like, I remember there's like this really cool tune that I've only ever heard playing in the library. So they will go to like the trouble of making a huge detailed piece of music for one room, which it takes a lot of love and care. Okay, now I have to go and put that, Yeah, definitely. You can also manually do it on YouTube, just so you know, Ben. You can go through your own shorts and pick a 30-second to 1 minute clip and highlight it and make it into a short. It's only something you could do on your videos. So, you'd have to manually make each one, but at least there's like an in thing option. Yeah, dude. I love Ocarina of Time. Like I said, I was explaining to Majin earlier, man. I just, I hope you don't like think that I'm not. I don't want you to take it personally that I don't watch it, or a lot of your streams will come into them. Like I explained, I stream a lot, like a lot. You know what I mean? 8 hours a day, every day, if not more. So, and then I'm trying to edit videos, and then I'm also helping around the house. So, like, it's like I stream so much that when I'm not streaming, I don't want to have anything to do with streaming, if that makes sense. But I don't want you to, like, feel like, oh, he's letting me watch his stream, but not mine. Like, there's a reason why I do what I do. Yeah, exactly. And I do try to help where I can. Yeah, they do. It's weird. I agree. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I will go to your YouTube and I will subscribe. I have yet to do that, and that's my bad. That's totally fair. Ground floor east. Okay. And now I'll save again, just so there's not like too long without me saving. And like I said, it means a lot that you guys come to my streams, you know? Like I said, I think it's really cool that you guys come to my streams. I appreciate all the people who watch my streams. I really do. I'm usually pretty good with stuff like that. Hey, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. We're up to 5 viewers. Yeah! And I will say to the people here who are not already subscribed, you should. Because it costs you nothing. It makes my day. And if you don't, I will find you. Yeah, no, I agree. Oh my god, dude. Since we're talking about not being able to delete save files, okay? Now I've got a lot to say, okay? Number one, save file limitations are fucking dumb. Let me save as many times on as many files as I want to that I've got memory for, okay? When games are on cartridges, and they literally were limited by the cartridge space, how many save files they could have, fine, okay? That is not fucking needed. If I want to keep 100 saves, you fucking let me. Okay? You can having only 3 save files in a modern game is fucking bullshit. Number 2, something that really fucking pisses me off about PS5, okay? On PS4, you could individually delete save files for games. Some games would like group them all, but that was a game thing. On the hardware level, you could go in and delete the save files. On PS5, you cannot delete the save files unless the game lets you, okay? So you have to delete all the saves and none of the saves. That upsets me so much. Okay? Because I worry about losing progress or missing out on a collectible, so I will keep multiple saves in a game. So if I fuck myself, I can go back, you know what I'm saying? And then after I beat the game, I'll go through and clean up the saves. But nope, can't do that on PS5. You either have to delete everything. Oh god, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, there's no excuse for how dumb it is. You know, and I love PS5. I've heard people hating on PS5. I honestly love PS5. And I actually think in pretty much every way PS5 is a huge step up from PS4. I think the DualSense is not only a massive improvement. Yeah, you can't even save in USB either. What the fuck? That's also a good point. I think the DualSense is not only a huge improvement over the PS4. I think the DualSense is the best controller that Sony's ever done. It is so much more comfortable to use. The triggers are good. The touchpad is good. The haptic feedback's fucking rule. I honestly love the PS5 controller. Having the built-in microphone. You know, I love the SSD. It's super fast and makes games good. Like, the editing software is good. Like, I love a lot about PS5. And in most ways, it is better than PS4. Especially because it can play virtually 99% of all fucking PS4 games. Yeah, you know what? I don't know how I feel about that. I on one hand, I like it because it means the screen is not cluttered. Like, there's not a huge border around the fucking screen. On the other hand, yes, it is kind of a pain to retrieve. I wish that they would create a compromise where it wouldn't pop up on the screen, but you could hit a button to pop it up at any time. I think that would be the perfect compromise for the situation. Or you could keep it on and turn it off, you know what I mean? So if you want to have the chat on the screen at all times, you can, and if you don't, you don't have to, and you can flick it on and off to quickly check the chat. I think that would be great, and it would eliminate the need to look at the phone at all, and that's what you want to do. When you're streaming, you want to keep your face on the game. Okay, so I know I have a key for one of these doors. So it's basically just trial and error. Oh, wait, that's right. Hold on, let me see. Ground floor. There's... Huh. Yeah, Xbox can't even do YouTube, okay? I also think that the editing tools on PS5 are really impressive. Like, the default editor that comes with PS5, the Share Factory, I love it. It's super useful, and you can learn to do some really cool stuff with it. Whereas the other two major consoles, Xbox doesn't have any editing software, and neither does Nintendo. So props to Sony for including a really good editor at all times. Xbox does not have built-in YouTube streaming, is what he means. You can stream to YouTube with a capture card, but the only streaming that is supported natively on Xbox is Twitch. It is fucking bullshit. Yeah. I really hope they update it, but at this point it doesn't seem like they will. Because we're fucking 4 years into the generation. I don't see them massively changing anytime soon. But, you know, who knows? Hopefully it will. Still fucking annoying. And that's why, like, Yeah, the headsets, yeah, can be a problem. That's one of the things that I hate Twitch. Yeah, right? That is weird. I hate Twitch, okay? The only reason I stream on Twitch is because of Xbox, essentially. Because I've got no fucking choice. If I want to stream games on Xbox, I've got to do it on Twitch. I can upload it to YouTube after the fact, because I've linked my Twitch to my YouTube, but I can't do it on YouTube. So, no, I can't stand Twitch, dude. When I first started streaming, I started on Twitch. I had a miserable fucking experience with it. And then I moved over to YouTube, like the majority of the time, and I've had 1,000 times better experience. YouTube is not perfect, but it's 1,000 times better. And not drowning in thoughts. You can't even get any attention as a guy on fucking Twitch with all the, cam girls and shit on the site. But regardless, so I, avoided any and all Twitch streaming, but I have a Series X, and there's lots of games that are either Xbox exclusives, like Starfield, or that I can only play through Game Pass because I couldn't afford them, and that's when I had to do Xbox. And so I begrudgingly have to stream Twitch on Xbox. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me look at the map. I'm like 90% sure that... So there's that door. Oh, yep. Never mind. I forget. There's a door right there at the end of the hall. I keep forgetting about that. So, like I said, if I could not stream on Twitch, exactly. If I could not stream at all on Twitch, I would. The instant that I get a proper PC and a capture card, and I can just stream Xbox to YouTube, I am never streaming on Twitch ever again. Ah, these fuckers. I hate these guys so much. Hey, stop Frenching me, you bitch! But yeah. I hate Twitch streaming. I only do it when I have no other choice. Like if there's a game I really want to play and it's only on Xbox, or I can only play it through Game Pass. So yeah, no, it is corrupt. It is corrupt. Like the sheer double standards, okay? You can't say simp because it's offensive, but you can write a fucking plushie and hump it for donations. Dude, you know what? I can't. I cannot. I can't. I can't. We'll be here all fucking day. I have a long-standing, thing with Twitch. And it's not even just shitty for men, okay? It's shitty for women, too. Because if you go on Twitch and you're not a titty streamer, you're not going to have a great time. And then they can, censor you for cussing too much. But, they don't age restrict any of the fucking thoughts content. We live in a society, Batman. They don't restrict any of their content, okay? So, literally, fucking teenagers can pop up. Little kids can pop up because Twitch is run by little kids. And just, pop up and watch age-restricted content. But you're going to restrict me because I used adult language? Go fuck yourself. And then... Yeah, no, it's fucked. Twitch is literally ran by a bunch of fucking neckbeards. Why do you think they made it hate speech to use the word simp? Because or incel, because that's them. They were personally offended. Okay, ground floor west. That's the one key. First floor east. Yes, exactly. They act like fucking pearl clutchers. How dare you bring this immoral activity to our site? Now look at this chick stripping. It's fucking awful. And they will ban other people for the dumbest shit. And then let these Twitch streamers get away with murder. Okay? I remember distinctly, I think it was last year, I believe, there was this chick who got fucked on stream. She literally got raw doggy style, on stream. She thought that people couldn't see it, but people were able to look in the mirror, okay? She got banned for 24 hours for literally getting fucked on stream. And then there was a guy, a male streamer, who got banned indefinitely. People had to fight to get him back because his pants slipped down and you saw his ass for a split second. And it wasn't like a stunt. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a stunt. It wasn't like he was trying to do it. He literally, his pants slid down and he quickly grabbed him back up. But let's ban him indefinitely. But the chick just getting straight up fucking diddled on stream. No, 24-hour ban. Slap on the wrist. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Leave me alone! And you know, exactly, they will, yeah. And you know, it wouldn't be so bad, right? If they just said, we're a porn site, guys. That's what we are now. We're a porn site, guys. Okay? Because there would be some honesty in it. But no, they were like, we're a family-friendly platform. No, you are not. Okay? If I can literally, from nowhere, open the front page of the app, no age restriction, no nothing, and see a girl jiggling her breasts, you are not a family-friendly platform. You're not. You're just not. Saying that Twitch is a family-friendly platform is like saying that this stripper actually loves you, okay? You can say it, doesn't make it true. No, guys, she really likes me.
Aline? Yeah. I just don't understand what part Obed Morton's playing in all this business.
My feeling is that it's
Yeah.
his brother who holds all the answers.
His brother?
Alan, Obed's twin brother.
So that's it.
It's like, for example, and I'm going on another tangent here. They found this chick, okay? This chick tried to blast this guy because he was a big donator to her. And he was calling her out for being slutty because she's being slutty on stream. And she was like, he's an asshole. And she would have been right, okay? If what she had said had been true. Because donating to someone on stream does not give you any ownership over them. Oh, man, you don't even want to know. Okay, we're talking about the ruination of Western civilization, a.k.a. Twitch thoughts. But, okay, so she was like, you just because you donate to me, you don't own me. She's right. Okay? Just because somebody donates you money, they don't you don't owe them dilly dick. But what it came out is that this chick was actually not getting donations. She was borrowing money from these guys and then not returning it, scamming them, using her fucking platform to do it. And Twitch let her stay. So it's like literal fraud is fine. And you can't even say, well, they should have known better for donating to an only Twitch thought. She said she was gonna date them. Like, she was basically a fucking con woman who was using Twitch as her platform. I mean, that's just straight up like, she should have been banned forever. You're directly using your platform to scam people out of sometimes as much as 10 grand. That should be, you're gone. You're never coming back. But nope, Twitch did nothing. She's still streaming. I don't know if she's going well, nor do I care. But the fact that Twitch didn't do anything to her is fucking crazy. I mean, that is like grand larceny fraud. That is like capital offense, felony fraud. You know, and also because she blasted him. And first of all, it's like, number one, if somebody's giving you money, probably not a good idea to shit all over them. And number two, he had the fucking receipts. We know this because he was able to fully expose her bullshit. So it's like, what was she thinking? What was she thinking banning him on stream, blasting him on stream, when she must have known he had the fucking receipts? If anything, she brought more attention to what she did. You shouldn't call out somebody that can fucking expose you.
It seems as though Alan Morton is... How can I put it? Diabolic. Yeah, that's the term that fits him best. I found out he killed his own father, Howard, and used him as a subject for his experiments. He's a monster.
Yeah, you get it.
Aline, you're holding something back.
I think that Alan Morton, like...
And YouTube for all of YouTube's faults, okay? When people were doing truly egregious shit, they were taken off YouTube, okay? When EDP was exposed as being a pedo, kicked off YouTube. When the fucking FaZe Banks shit happened, they suspended his monetization. You know, with the Save the Kids coin, whatever fucking bullshit. So YouTube, for all their thing, when they see somebody committing a crime, they will actually step in. You know, which is more than I can say for fucking Twitch.
Some sort of Dr. Moreau. Genetic...
Right? Oh, dude, don't even get me started, okay? Like, I'm feeling the anger well, okay? I know it's cliche. I know it's cliche to say, well, if it was a man. But it's true. If there was a male YouTuber who had a beef with somebody and went to their fucking house, they would be taken off of YouTube forever. There would be a fucking massive uproar, and they would probably end up being arrested for harassment. The only fucking reason that Sniper Wolf got away with that was she was a fucking woman, okay? If a male creator tracked a girl to her fucking house over a YouTube beef, doxed her, and was going to her house saying, "Come out, face me," he would be arrested. Everyone would crucify him, and rightfully so, okay? I'm not saying it's okay for a man to do it, okay? You don't go to somebody's fucking house and dox them, okay, and threaten them over a YouTube fucking beef. But I'm saying, if it had been a man who did it, he would not be on YouTube currently. The only reason Sniper Wolf got away with that was because she's a fucking woman. And then she had the audacity to make jokes about it afterwards. And on top of that, even YouTube kowtowed to her. They said, "We don't like the behavior of both parties." What do you mean, both parties? He fucking criticized her on the internet. She went to his fucking house and threatened him. And then doxed him and told her fans to harass him. So he had an army of neckbeards that he was worried would fucking attack him. Those two things are not fucking comparable. And like the fact that you two are saying, well, we don't like what both people do here, is implying that they were both wrong. What the fuck? And what they briefly demonetized her, and then she's back now, and she's remonetized, so she had like no fucking consequences.
Manipulation of some kind, but not on animals, on creatures of darkness.
That would explain. Aline, we've got to stop him.
Carnby, I'm way out of my element here.
And I'd be a liar if I told you I've got it under control. Just keep your chin up.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, exactly. So she was still monetized even when she wasn't monetized. That's bullshit. It's crazy, man, how that shit plays out, dude. I mean, you know, she's gonna get her karma, dude. She's gonna hit the fucking wall, okay? For one, her audience is only relevant as long as they're kids. As soon as they grow up and they realize she's a bitch, she's gonna be fucked. The only people who watch her are fucking incels and kids are the only ones who are pushing her up the algorithm. And for two, her entire like personality is based off of her looks. I don't really think she's that attractive, but I digress. She's not gonna look young forever, and then she's kind of fucked. I hope she's saving money away, making investments, because that kind of thing is not sustainable. Anytime, you know, nobody's gonna look young and beautiful forever. We all get old. So anytime you step into a profession that deals with your looks, could be Twitch, could be OnlyFans, could be modeling. You have a career with a super prevalent expiration date. This is not I'm going to retire career, okay? So if I was in her situation, which, you know, I'm not going to be in her situation because I'm not a fucking idiot, I would be squirreling money away, investing in businesses, buying stock, because that shit's not going to last forever, okay? The money's coming in now, but there's a very big expiration date. You know, so, and none of these these Twitch thoughts, these girls think they're going to be famous forever. What? There's a reason why they call turning 30 in the porn industry hitting the wall. Because after that point, most people don't make it. Okay, after you're 30, you're considered used up. So then what, you're 30, you got most of your life ahead of you, and now you have no fucking career prospects, and if anybody Googles you, they're going to see what you did? You need to be fucking squirreling that money away. Investing, you know? And if I get fuck you money, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to, you know, be like fucking, you know, splurge, but I'm going to buy stuff in businesses, stocks in businesses, stuff that people don't even, stuff that's passive, and stuff that people always need. You know what I'm saying? Like, be a silent partner. You know what I'm saying? That way, I'm literally giving them the money, I'm raking in profit, and just putting out money everywhere in places that are always going to be in need. You know what I mean? A deli, a laundromat, places that you know the people will always have a need for. Passive income. And, you know, I won't have to do much because I just have like a 5% share. I'm not running the business. I'm a silent partner. Do you know how many people are rich and do that? Or have made money doing that, where they're just, you have no idea how many properties they own because they're just passively collecting income? Or, you know, giving people money to start a business, if you get to the real money, and then they're so happy that you gave them the money for the business. It is actually eroding society. It is fucking weird. Dude, we will be here all day if I start talking about this. I'm gonna jump off of a fucking bridge. Because we live in a day and age. I'm not going to go into a whole rant about this because, yeah, we will be here all day. We live in a day and age. We live in a society. Well, where you're not supposed to sexualize women, where a chick having some cleavage in a game is considered a stop the presses news thing. Stellar Blade. And yet, women are more sexualized now than they have ever been before, ever. All throughout history, you would have prostitutes. There's a reason why they call it prostitution, or if you want to be more polite about it, courtesans, is the oldest profession. Because they were always women who would use their body for money, okay? But it wasn't glamorized. It wasn't idolized. It wasn't told, oh, you should look up to women who do this. It was an unfortunate reality where women who had no choice. Some of them would become famous doing it, or run a brothel, move up in the world. But for the most part, it was a sad reality, okay? Now we're literally glamorizing it. We're having all these role models, these women, that they look up to, that are bad examples, like Sniper Wolf. We all know she's a fucking idiot, but there are tons of little girls that actually idolize her and think that the only way to be pretty is to get the lip fillers and the makeup and plump up your boobies and wear a skimpy outfit. So, we live in a society where if a chick has cleavage in a movie, that can't be allowed, even if it's an adult movie, mind you, because that's sexualizing women. But it is okay for little girls to look up to Cardi B. It is okay to call WAP a female empowerment anthem. It is okay to have women making OnlyFans as soon as they turn 18. Dude, that is disgusting. Like, there are people who women who will make an OnlyFans the day they turn 18. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm not, you know what, if you want to do OnlyFans, I can't stop you. I believe in the freedom of choice. If that's really what you want to do, I don't approve, but, just because I don't approve doesn't mean I don't think you should have the right to do it. People think that, when you disagree, you don't think they should have the right to do it. No, I believe you should have the freedom to do that, but I don't have to like it. But, bro, you just turned 18. Have you thought about maybe trying something else first? Like giving something else a try? Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe if you tried your career path and it didn't work out, then maybe do OnlyFans. Like, at least try something before, just immediately out of the gate. It's like you gave up before you even started. Yes, exactly. It's fucked. Dude, it is fucked. And in the sad reality, the sad reality of it, man, is that people don't understand that OnlyFans, for most people, is not lucrative. I think they said that the average girl on OnlyFans, so 99% of the girls on OnlyFans make $100 a month. Okay, it's only the very, very, very tippy top that ever makes any money. So what? You debase yourself? You reduce yourself to an object? You permanently mar your personal history? For less than you'd make at a 9-to-5 burger joint? $100 a month. And people will routinely say, man, that you should think about women for more than their body. Why would I if they don't? Okay? You're telling me to look past the surface of your physical appearance, to see who you are as a person, to see your talents, when you won't look past the surface. When you make your entire personality off of your appearance, you are literally saying, this is the part of me that I want to market. This is the part of me that is worth showing. I could have shown you my talent. I could have shown you my intellect. I could have shown you this, but I chose to show you my boobies, okay? So why would anyone look past the surface when you won't? Yeah, fucking Greta Thunberg. How dare you? Meanwhile, she flies a private jet everywhere. Literally, she flies private jets. Are you using plastic straws? That's bad for the environment. Flies a fucking commercial, super jet everywhere. Right? And okay, because I believe in merit, okay? I believe that society should be dictated by merit. It should not be decided, and in a perfect world, obviously we're not in a perfect world, but I'm saying in my perfect world, you wouldn't be judged on the color of your skin. You wouldn't be judged by your religion. You wouldn't be judged by all these things. You would be judged by the contents of your character, what you have to offer to society. The things that you do. Okay? I believe in merit. That people should be judged on what they do. Not what they look like. Not what their race is, not what their sexuality is. What they do. What do you contribute to society, okay? I don't believe in participation trophies. I don't believe in telling everybody that they're special. If you want to be special, you fucking earn it. You earn it. You are not given respect. Okay? I'm gonna break it down for you really quickly, because I'm not trying to fucking rant and derail the stream. Everyone says everybody is entitled to respect. No. You are not entitled to my fucking respect. What you are entitled to is a measure of common human decency. Okay? I afford everybody, unless they have wronged me, a level of common human decency. I say please, thank you, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, to everybody. I will hold open the door for people. You will never catch me being rude. You will never catch me being rude to anyone out in public. Ever. I am exceedingly polite. I mean, I'm one of the most polite people you will ever fucking meet. I hold open doors for people. I don't push ahead in line. I respect cashiers. I respect people who serve me food. Yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. I am considerate of others' time. I don't push over people to get in line. I am an exceedingly polite person, okay? So if I run into you on the street, you will get the same decency, common decency, that I afford to anyone else. But that is not respect. Respect is fucking earned. You do not automatically, out of the gate, get my respect. Nor do I demand that other people respect me. I don't demand that somebody I don't even know respects me. If I meet somebody and I think that they're worthy of my respect, then I try to be worthy of their respect and earn it by being good to them. Oh yeah, no, for sure, okay? I worked at Sonic. That was my first job. I worked at Pizza Hut. I worked at Walmart. I worked at CVS. I worked a lot of cashier jobs. And yeah, we get treated like garbage. I have never treated a cashier rudely that didn't have it coming, okay? Now, when I say that, I'm saying that there are a couple of cashiers who were bitches, and they were being rude to me for no fucking reason, and I was snippy back to them, okay? But I'm saying, like, unless a cashier was being a cunt, and they were deliberately being a dick to me, I've been totally respectful of cashiers. I've never yelled at a cashier. I've never got onto them. I've never, I'm totally respectful to people like that because I've been in the job they have, and I understand what it's like to be working yourself to death for meager fucking savings and get treated like you're a fucking tool, not a human being. I'm just saying that there's a difference between human decency, which should be afforded to everybody, yes, no, please, thank you, common courtesy, and respect. Decency is given, respect is earned. And people get the terms confused, okay? Like, if I was to get, say there was this chick who was OnlyFans, and say she was super popular, and everybody knew her, because I don't go to OnlyFans. I've never had an OnlyFans subscription in my life. I've never even went to the fucking website, ever. And I met them in real life. Like, say there was, like, Amaranth or somebody that I know, because they're, like, they've escaped into popular culture. I wouldn't treat them shitty, just because they were OnlyFans model. I would treat them the same as any other person. You know, I wouldn't be like, boo, you're a whore, or some shit like that. Okay? Just because... I'm trying to figure out the way to illustrate my point. People seem to assume that if you don't approve of something, that you think that it shouldn't be somebody's right to do that, when that's not true. I can not approve of something and still think it's your constitutional right to do so. Or they think that if you dislike somebody, something that somebody does, that you would harass them in real life. No? Yeah, exactly. Yes, it was. It was supposed to be like Patreon. And it was supposed to be an alternative to Patreon, and then they let the porn go wild. People were doing porn and they just ran with it. That's on them. Technically, OnlyFans isn't even for porn. It can be for anything. You could have a non-pornographic OnlyFans. But that's, people just get a Patreon in that fucking case. So, I wouldn't be mean to somebody that was an OnlyFans. I wouldn't be mean to a prostitute. I find prostitution repugnant. I have never paid for sex, and I will never pay for sex. Ever. I find it disgusting. I have never even been into a strip club in my entire life. Ever. I find strip clubs disgusting, okay? So I've never paid for sex. I've never paid for strippers. I've never done any fucking thing like that, okay? But if I saw a stripper in real life, if I saw a prostitute in real life, I'm not going to sit there and be shitty to them. I would afford them common human decency, okay? But just because I believe that they deserve common human decency doesn't mean I have to respect them or approve of what they're doing. It's like, respect and decency are not the same things, and people think they are. It's like the whole trans thing. I'm not going to go into it, but I personally believe that you're either a man or a woman. We can't change genders, okay? We can try to change genders, but, maybe in the future the technology will be there. Right now it's just not feasible. And what they do is maim them. Like, it doesn't even work. But just because I don't approve of trans people, like the concept of trans, I should say, doesn't mean I wouldn't respect a trans person. I have ran into trans people in public, and I treated them the same as any other fucking person. I may not have approved of their life choices, but I still treated them like a human being. That's the thing. I wasn't rude to them. I wasn't unkind. I wasn't uncourteous. If they asked me my opinion on trans people, I would say, I'm not really a big fan of what you did, but that's it. And that's what's crazy. Like, trans people, these activists think if you don't agree with trans people, then you must want to wipe them all out. Nope. Most of these LGBTQ people don't like organized religion. Are they single-handedly going on a crusade to kill all the Christians? No. Just because I don't like trans people's choices doesn't mean that I think that they shouldn't be allowed to make them. It's ultimately, you're an adult. Do what you want to with your body, but like, why do I have to like it? Me liking it or not has zero shit to do with your right to do it. If you want to fuck up with your body or do anything to your body, go, okay? If you want to fucking split your tongue in two and have like a whole snake thing going on, I think that's weird as fuck, but it's your body. You do it. You do what you gotta do. Doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking like it. That's the thing. Where I take umbrage, and my main problem with the trans community, is the push for it to happen to kids. That is where I draw the line. 1000%. Okay? They are minors. If they're under 18, they're not allowed to get married. They're not allowed to own a house. They're not allowed to get credit cards. They are not allowed to drink. They're not even allowed to smoke now at under, even at 18 now. Now it's 21 for smoking. So they oh shit, sorry. Hold on one second. They aren't allowed to drink. They aren't allowed to drive if they're a minor. Like have a full license, I'm saying. They aren't allowed to own a house. They aren't allowed to get a credit card. They aren't allowed to work full-time hours. But they are allowed to make permanent life-altering decisions in their body that have no take-backs. Okay? We say that women and all these people, you can't have sex with a minor because they can't consent, and that is absolutely true. Do not think I'm saying pedophilia. But we will say, well, a minor, even if they say they want it, they're a minor, they don't know better. So you think that even if they want it, it's not right because they're a minor and they don't know better. But if they want a massive surgery, they do know better? You see how, like, it's super hypocritical? For example, if a 13-year-old girl went to a doctor's office, any doctor's office in America, and asked for a breast surgery, she wanted to get big old boobies, like breast augments, or implants, I guess you could say, they would laugh her out of the office and tell her, bro, fucking come back when you're 18. You're not getting a boob job at 13. It's not a medically necessary procedure. Okay? But if a girl went into an office at 13 and said, I would like you to cut my boobies off forever, well, that's fine. Then it's medically needed. Like, that logic makes no fucking sense. Okay? After you're 18, you're an adult, do whatever the fuck you want to do. You are an adult, you could literally do anything, and it's your right. If you're a kid, no! Leave fucking kids alone. Okay? You should not be making fucking life-altering bodily choices like that are elective, that are not like, oh, you need the surgery. As a minor, you should not. Any kids are literally known for being fucking fickle, for making rash decisions. Are you the same person now that you were when you were 13? I know that I'm such a radically different person, I wouldn't even fucking recognize 13 me. Okay? And you know how many choices I made when I was a kid that I fucking regret now? You know, we've all done super duper stupid things as a kid. Like, how many times has a teenager just done something monumentally fucking dumb because they were a teenager? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Kids are trying to figure out who they are, man. Okay? That's being a thing about being a kid, is figuring out who you are. You don't know. You have to go through a lot of phases, okay? So like I said, after 18, after you're a legal adult, man, you do you. Do whatever the fuck you want to the body, man. If you want to get 3 boobs, Total Recall style, and have a fucking uni boob, triplets, wait till you're fucking 18. And somehow, some way, saying that they should simply wait until they are 18 is controversial. I mean, the same people... God, the hypocrisy of it drives me fucking insane. I can't think about it too long, okay? The same people who will say that an older man having sex with a 20-year-old girl is wrong because, well, her brain isn't fully formed until 25, so she can't fully consent to her choices, are saying that a 15-year-old can fully consent to a life-altering surgery. Make it make sense. It's so fucking crazy. You know, and if you say that, if you say leave kids alone, or I don't agree with the choices they made, well, you're just trying to genocide trans people. Like, no, you know, in America, if you're an adult, it's about the freedom of choice, and in most of the world, it's about the freedom of choice. So, I may not like your decision, but I'm not going to say that you shouldn't have the right to make it. And that's what's super crazy about trans people to me, right? They depend on external validation. Okay? Anyone can tell you that trying to get validation from somebody else is a losing battle. You have to get validation from yourself, at least to start with. Even if it's something you struggle with. I struggle with it myself. Okay? But you can't control how other people think. You just can't. You cannot. You can control how you think. That is it. Thank you. Thank you. That's good to hear then. Okay? Do you see gay people? Do you see gay people? Because I've known quite a few gay people. And at gay family members, I've always been pro-gay. If they want to do what they want to do, let them do what they want to do. Do you see gay people saying, well, I'm not truly gay unless people agree that I'm gay? No, because they know they're gay. That's all that matters. They know they're gay. Well, I was going to be gay, but other people in my friends group didn't think I was gay, so now I'm not. It doesn't work that way. But trans people literally rely on other people's validation. It's not enough that, well, I think I'm a woman. It's you have to think I'm a woman too. Bro, it doesn't fucking work that way. You can never control what other people think. It is a losing battle for anything. And yeah, sorry about fucking rant. I just, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy to see the way the society treats these things and how if you simply have any complaints, you might, like the current culture acts like if you criticize anything a trans person does, that you might as well want to kill them all and genocide them with your bare fucking hands. Not, like, they're people. People, right? It's a crazy concept. People get criticized. It's like also the whole, the whole punch up and punch down thing. It's the dumbest fucking thing ever, okay? Everyone, doesn't matter what walk of life, doesn't matter what fucking part of the world is a subject to criticism. Nobody is immune to blame. Rich, poor, okay? I've made mistakes. I have been called out on my mistakes, okay? Yeah, exactly. I'm just explaining, like, it just pisses me off, dude, okay? The same people who are trying to say, respect my this, respect my that, are not giving respect to anyone else. Okay? If you are trans, you have the right to be trans. I have the right to disagree. As long as I'm not trying to fucking kill you, or trying to forcibly detransition you or some shit, go away. Okay? And I'm totally capable of being friends with trans people. I've had several trans people come into my stream. Do I agree with the choices they made? Fuck no. Does that mean that I can't be friends with them? Absolutely not. I don't have to agree with all of the choices that somebody makes just to be fucking friends with them. And it's just wild. People think you have to agree with everything that everyone says. To be friends. Like, people no longer agree to disagree. It's crazy. You're never going to see eye to eye with everybody on everything. You're just not. That's not how life works. And that's part of what's killing this world, is that we no longer agree to disagree. It's either you agree with everything or fuck you. So everybody's constantly at each other's throats. I have made friends with a variety of people from all walks of life. Okay? I made friends with people who were atheist. I made friends with people who were hardcore Christian. I made friends with people who are trans. I made friends with people who are just totally different than me in every way. And had great relationship with these people, because you don't always have to agree. And if you listen to other people and you hear their perspectives, even if you don't agree, your understanding of what it means to be human grows. Like, even if you don't agree with somebody's beliefs, you can still learn from them. Okay, let me save, because I just... Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, you know, like, people are so fucking close-minded. In this so-called era of enlightenment, we are more close-minded than ever. Oh, you don't agree with me? Well, fuck you. Okay, that's the door I came from that's locked or sealed, and that's the plant room, so... Yeah, you know, I'm not... that's a shortcut back to the second floor of the lobby, so I don't have to go all the way up and down the stairs. That's what I'm saying, you know, it's like, people need to be more tolerant. And I shouldn't even have to say that in the so-called tolerant society we live in, because it's not really tolerant. And that's why I hate fucking SJWs. That's why I fucking hate all these things, because they aren't really tolerant. They have the illusion of being tolerant. It's all fucking sophistry. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's great, man. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Oh, wait a minute. These fuckers disappear when you turn on the light. Well, saves me having to fight them. Got a key and another charm of saving. And yeah, sorry about the whole fucking rant or diatribe, but just, like I said, like, I look in society, and, I just see, like, I see all this, like, hypocrisy, and it drives me wild. Yeah. He's like, fuck that too, and I'm like, you take that back. No, seriously. Like, you straight up said, you take that back. Like, you can't shit talk my boy Ezio. He's a fucking G. Requiescat in pace. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Well, it's good to know other people feel the same. Because sometimes I feel like I'm going fucking crazy. Like, it seems so simple to me. Yeah, Embers. Yeah. I agree. That was sad. But at least they gave him, like, a heroic exit. That was worthy of Ezio. They didn't kill him off like a bitch. And he already has been in more Assassin's Creed games than pretty much any other character in the entire series ever. So... Okay, now I'm pretty sure I can go up to the attic now. Yeah! Somehow Ezio died. So, he already had a much bigger run than most characters in the games ever get, so... I honestly, some of them I really wish would come back for more. I would kill for more Assassin's Creed games with Bayek. Or Connor. Dude, Connor gets a bad rep. And it kind of upsets me. Because people are like, he's angry all the time. I wonder why. He's an Indian assassin. He's an Indian assassin. Or not Indian, I'm sorry. A Native American. In colonial America. What does he have to be upset about? And the people who say that didn't do the fucking homestead missions, okay? If you just play through just the main missions, then yeah, Connor is constantly angry. But if you do virtually any of the fucking side quests in the game, on the homestead, you see a kind, loving, chivalrous side to Connor. The homestead missions in Assassin's Creed 3 are fantastic. And most of the people who shit on Connor that I've talked to didn't do those. It's like, oh, he's just angry all the time. Okay. Well, then tell me that you haven't fucking done the side missions in Assassin's Creed 3 without telling me you haven't done the side missions in Assassin's Creed 3. In fact, the director of Assassin's Creed 3, Alex Hudson, I believe, has said that if he could change something about Assassin's Creed 3, it would have been making the homestead missions mandatory, because so many people have shit-talked Connor because they didn't do those. But I mean, that's on them. It's like you're literally judging a game when you haven't even tried to experience the side quest. Like, literally, if you play any of the fucking homestead missions, you see Connor laughing, Connor joking, Connor officiating a fucking wedding, Connor hanging out with their children. When he's not surrounded by people that want him dead, he's a pretty chill guy. I honestly love Assassin's Creed 3 a lot. I really love Assassin's Creed 3. It's actually I would say it's honestly one of my favorite games in the series. Oh god, more monsters. Yeah, sorry about the diatribe. But just like I said, I love Assassin's Creed 3 a lot. I'm a big history buff, and I'm also a really big fan of um, American history. So I absolutely loved Assassin's Creed 3, and you know, colonial America is not a setting you see in almost any game ever. Yeah, you know I love you. Yeah, if you want to hop up here, hop up here. Cat, you're free to hop up here. Do you need like an invitation? Should I send it to you in the mail? That's what sometimes my cat's like. I have to talk her into hopping up on me when I know she wants to. Come on, come on. Okay, now you're just being ridiculous, cat. Okay. Because when have I ever told you no? Other than when my legs are hurting. Because I literally have a leg issue. And I'm holding your weight on my leg usually. That's the only time I've ever made you get off me. And then I usually let you back on a little bit later. Right, I have to use the crowbar on this section of the floor. Okay, I've done pretty good so far. Just making sure. Like I said, I don't want to fuck up and have to restart again, so I'm trying to take my time, make sure I get everything. More shotgun ammo, literally never a bad thing. Oh god, I hate these fucking things. I see you on the ceiling, you asshole. Ah, you bitch. Okay, do. Everybody still there, or everybody just kind of went quiet all of a sudden? Oh no, they left. Oh, god damn it.